Good evening, folks. Here we are for this week's Match of the Week. We are at Perkiomen Valley High School as the Perk Valley Vikings host the Springford Rams. Glenn is joining me back on the mic after a few weeks of coaching at
Short hiatus.
Yes. Welcome back, Glenn. Glad to have you back. So let's talk. While we have some time here, Springford's on the mat warming up. Glenn, let's talk a little bit District Duals before we get to the preview of tonight's match and our key points in the match. The seeding meetings this Sunday. There are some meaningful matches tonight that are going to help decide some spots
For the second tier, Joe.
Yeah,
second
tier, maybe third tier. As I read on the forum over the past couple days, we have different teams in different tiers allegedly. But in all reality, there are the teams that we think will be in that top four. There's teams that we think what really comes into play is who is that fourth team?
Yeah.
And then what's 5, 6, 7, 8 look like?
All right. So
there's so many moving factors, and one of the big matches that hasn't happened yet that would go a long way to helping decide that is O&J Boyertown. That happens after seeding.
Right.
Every year it seems like in the PAC.
But
there's
that's
like one
okay.
of those teams,
I'm okay
one
with
of those
that.
matches that happens.
And when we get into the seeding meeting, the PAC guys will sort that out, and I appreciate that every year. We've been doing that for a long time. But let's talk about Penridge. They are a dangerous team. O&J Roberts is hot. There are two teams that are kind of hot in my mind. Penridge, no medal winners at Escape the Rock, but they are a dangerous.
But they went to Escape the Rock.
They did go
right. What I mean? Like we talked about off camera about the teams that go to these big tournaments, the teams that go and they challenge themselves in regards to the teams that don't.
Yeah.
And
Sun Valley is a question mark. We talk about that. Listen, Springford may be warming up for the District Duals. They have been to the PAA team championships a lot of times in the last 5 years. The last decade, probably. I'd have to go back and look. Mike probably already knows the stats. But listen, there are some stalwarts that are always going to be there. Council Rock South, Quakertown, Springford, and then you go down the list. Is it O&J Roberts? Is it Boyertown? Is it Westchester Henderson? Is it Sun Valley now? So we really have to kind of look at this seeding meeting, because that fourth team is very important. You're talking about the top four teams. I mean, it's pretty clear Council Rock South, Penridge, and Quakertown. Quakertown still is trying to find their way as a dual meet team, but you know what? They're legit.
Yep.
They're legit. So that fourth team is a question mark. Is it Sun Valley? Is it Springford? Is it O&J Roberts who's hot? I don't know. Springford's beat them. So Boyertown has not wrestled O&J. Is that what you said?
Correct.
So that's again, where do we go with the 4, 5, 6 teams?
And Boyertown has a loss to Penridge and a win over Quakertown, which Penridge has a win over Quakertown and a loss to Council Rock South in the opening week of the season. So there's so many moving parts. Glenn, I think we both can agree on one thing.
I'm glad I don't have a vote anymore.
Right. I think we can agree on one thing is that there's not been this much parity and this much discussion about what these seeds could be and what they are in a long time.
And who's going to enter?
Right.
We are still
waiting on applications.
A little inside information.
Yes.
Don't tell Denny Kellen I'm revealing this. But we are still looking for some teams to enter that we thought were no-brainers. So this 16-team field this year may be a bit of a stretch.
Right.
And then there's this old discussion about maybe we should go to 8 teams. Maybe we should go to 12. I don't know. But I'll tell you what. The top 8 this year is the most difficult pick probably in the last, I'm going to say 20 years. I swear to God. I think that I think we always get 1 through 4. It's easy.
Right.
And then 5, 6, 7, 8, you got to really think a little bit. So now we're a little thrown off, like Perk Valley. They don't have a full lineup. They might have a full lineup in 2 weeks. We don't know. So I think that, the parity piece is kind of like the NFL this year a little bit. We want to watch some NFL on Sunday.
Go Birds.
But there's some parity in the District 1 dual meet team scene right now. I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah, and that's what's going to make this exciting. And I'll be honest, I'm still in favor of the 16 teams and the 2-day format.
I like 24 teams. I'll be honest.
What's that? If you want to go 24 teams in 2 days, I think it'd be really cool. But I like the fact it's going to be done in 2 days. You come in on Friday, you come back on Saturday, and it's done. It gives it a true postseason feel, and I think it's going to be really a feather in our cap here in District 1 to bring on some exciting wrestling in a 2-day span like that in dual meets. So I'm excited to watch, and I'm and see how the bracket falls, and then you can start to pick who's going to win this match and who's going to win that match. And I don't think we got to be fair to everyone. We didn't I don't think we mentioned the Chamonix or Pennsbury.
And we didn't talk about Kennett either.
And Kennett, can't forget about Kennett. And again, they're a team that's like flying under the radar here in District 1. A lot of individual talent. They're put together. They're tough at a lot of spots. They're not a lot of teams, like you look at like a team that's flown under the radar like Conestoga, and they're tough in like one part of their lineup more so than the rest. But like Kennett's got guys down low, and then they finish up top with Pardo and Schindel. So they got guys like in different parts of their lineup. Barlow in the middle. So there's guys that can really go for those teams. So
and we're waiting to see if Conestoga is going to enter. I mean, there are some teams that are like lower level. I would say that next group out of the top 8, but there will be some interesting first round bouts. Like you said, where does Pennsbury land?
That we don't see normally.
Where does the Chamonix and Pennsbury land if they enter? Listen,
right. Like if the Chamonix or Pennsbury lands at like an 11 or 12, they're dangerous in that 5-12 matchup.
They are.
Or 6-11. Like those are matches that can be really close. Like where in years past, like it's more or less like, hey, like this is a match. This team's gonna win. We're gonna take a pause for a second while they play the national anthem. We'll come back. We'll go to keys of the match and the match. So, Glenn, we talked our district duels and
we need another hour.
We probably didn't say a whole lot, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
we just talked a lot about our opinions and stuff, and but the fact remains we do have a great match here between the 7th and 8th ranked teams here in District 1.
These are two District 1 dual teams right here. So.
These are two teams that are going to make it, and we'll see where they fall. Springford should be a top 4 team based upon their resume. PV, you feel bad for these guys at Perk Valley because they've just hit injury. The injury bug has got them 2 years in a row, unfortunately. So it's a bummer to see what they could have been. But make no mistake, Dave Thomas is going to have these guys ready, and they're going to come out and they're going to scrap. They still have the Pasca brothers. They still have 2 or 3 Ukers.
And Kelly Kekos is going to be on the mat sooner or later.
Yes, he sooner rather than later. And they got a few other guys that can go. Max Tansini, I'm telling you right now, Max Tansini, right, number one ranked 107 pounder in the region. After his weekend where he beat both Connor Lenahan and Cole Davidheiser at the Escape the Rock to finish 5th place. I believe he was seeded 15th and finished 5th. Now again, that's due in part because he didn't have a high school resume to go with it. That was talked about on the forum.
He finally got that level of competition that he needed.
And he shines.
Yep.
He really rose to the occasion. So let's get to as I finish up introductions here, Glenn. Let's start the keys to the match. You talk about it. You talk about what you think.
All right. Well, obviously, the lineup for Perkiomen Valley is not what they envisioned at the start of the season. If they came into this match with a full lineup, it's a different match. So they got 2 guys out. Kekos obviously hasn't seen the mat this year. Another Euchre out. So I gotta, that's a checkbox for Springford right now. The second thing that I talked about is this Springford team just starting to gear up for the postseason or what? They scare me every year. We're always in that Upper Dublin gym. We get a Springford match, and we're like, where was this during the regular season? Is it because it's the Pac-10 Blues? Because you're battling every other week against a tough Pac-10 team? or is it because we just don't pay attention to Springford? I don't know what it is, but this team is a sleeping giant when we get to the district duels.
I'll tell you what, if it was up to Coach Slaislav, we wouldn't be here tonight. He was like, you can't find a better match than this one tonight. And the answer is no. There's not a better match in
He
District
likes
1.
to downplay things.
He does. That's part of the Springford way.
Yeah.
So again, we're starting at 2:15 here. This match for me, I think Springford wins because they have a little bit more depth. Now, with that said, I'm not trying to play the middle, but I believe that the PV, there's a path to victory, but as we all talk about, they're not full strength.
Listen, they haven't scored enough points to beat Springford in the last 3 matches. We talked about the streak. I looked at this team scores. I mean, Perk Valley has to wrestle a perfect match to hang with this Springford squad tonight. Now, listen, some of these upper weights and middle weights are toss-up matches, Joe. Just down low, though, just the Smith name for Springford. There's going to be a lot of points right there.
Yep.
So bonus points are always going to be a factor. We didn't put that in our keys of the match, but we should just always have a footnote. Mike, put that in there right now just the rest of the way. Is this our last duel meet?
I'm really excited to see. I hope it happens. The Gus Smith Max Tensini's match.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Match. So right now we have, I believe this is Dan Borzillo, checking in for, and wait for the announcement. Is this Grant Euchre?
Yep, Euchre. So we got a Euchre brother out on the mat right away.
I believe it's Dan Borzillo. I'm hoping Matt Young can announce that for us.
Springford's Daniel Borzillo.
You are correct, Joe. It's the first thing Joe's got right tonight, by the way.
That's probably, you're not wrong.
Euchre in on a nice little shot here. Can't finish. Ooh. Now he's got it.
Borzillo did a nice job squaring up, but then kind of just stopped moving in that position. So Euchre strikes first, takes a 2-0 lead here. Minute 33 left in the first period. Looks like he's trying to go offside power half. He's climbing over top, putting a boot in. Like when these 215 guys and the bigger guys start wrestling legs and start wrestling the lighter weights.
Yeah,
the more action we can see at these heavier weights and the better wrestling we can see. And he's going, leg in, and he's going far shoulder.
Oh, he's ripping that crossface too.
He's bending them in.
Lewis Baker's kind of looking to see if those are swipes. Maybe one coming here. Nope.
Good job by Borzillo wrestling back into him and not giving up back. Shout out Lewis Baker, our official tonight. One of the up and coming bright officials we have here in District 1. We're lucky to have him. He's an accomplished wrestler or accomplished referee on the freestyle and Greco-Roman circuit as well.
Oh, big time out there.
Yes, if you watch any USA Wrestling sanctioned events on
you're looking for that cradle kick, get it.
35 seconds left in the first period.
So is this the Euchre that was injured last year?
Correct.
The postseason. So, this is a guy that, you can't forget about in the postseason. So I'm kind of glad we're seeing this Perk Valley team, and we got out here to finally do a match, because this Perk Valley team has been good for the last couple of years, and this is supposed to be their peak year. If Keikos was probably healthy, but nonetheless, this is good to see Euchre out here working hard.
Borzillo doing a good job of avoiding that near side cradle. He's draping himself a little bit too much. You gotta get those hips in and chest high there, because Euchre's gonna be able to just peek out to the side with 17 to go in the period. Borzillo squared up, and now he's got Euchre broken down his belly. Yes, agreed, Glenn. You wanted to see this PV team, what they could possibly accomplish.
Gotta get some height here.
And
he's in trouble.
Euchre is in trouble. See if Borzillo can lift those legs up. He's gonna get 2, and he's gonna get a set of back.
Woo. Saved by the buzzer there, Joe.
Yes.
And listen, we have some good 215-pounders here in the southeastern region. Just to let you know, in case you haven't seen that Lackman guy from Quakertown.
Well, there's a new sheriff in town.
Who's that?
Dylan Bechtold moved to 215 and one escape the rock.
Oh, he could go wherever he wants there. By the way, I knew that was going to come up tonight.
You threw me a softball there. But Lockman, yes, Lockman is super tough. He debuted the season ranked number 1 in the state. There's a name that some people might know, Sonny Sasso, coming off injury, has now supplanted him as number 1 ranked wrestler in the state. You probably see Bechtold come in at number 2 in state rankings coming out this week. And right there, Euchre got his knee out in front, and it looked looked kind of bad. Loose Baker all over. He actually signaled to the official that it looked like it was hurt, and it's already in a huge knee brace.
I hate to see this.
Yes. I'm probably not 100%. I believe it was a knee that kept him out of postseason last year.
Well, back to the Bechtold thing. Talk about a workman-like win there for that championship belt, escape the rock. He kind of dominated the weight class. I mean, I look back at some of the scores.
Semifinal match was a little close.
Yeah.
He busted open late with a 5-point
was that 6-4?
7-1, I believe.
Yeah, it was 7-1. But there was one 6-4 match, and everything else was 7-1 or better. I just felt like this. You talked about him earlier in our preseason show, and he's performed very, very well. And like I said, O&J's hot. I mean, his brother's wrestling well too.
Yeah, Dean Bechtold will be tough at 89. It's more his natural weight. He was wrestling up because big brother.
Euchre's okay, which is a good sign here.
Euchre's to his feet, and we're going to get restarted here with a minute 42 left in the period. Euchre's still on top.
All knotted up.
Brazil with a semi-Granby attempt there.
Yeah, Brazil looks good out there. He's moving.
Yeah. He knows if he sits still, Euchre's gonna punish him with the legs.
Yeah, and he knows he's wrestling a good kid.
Right, and then he's got to stay out of that quad pod because he's gonna get cradled here.
Ooh, Springford knows this going in. They know their competition, and that's something that you cannot just take for granted. Springford knows who they're wrestling. Size Love is sneaky like a fox.
He's also helped by legendary assistant coach Doug Landis.
Oh, yeah.
So 51 seconds left in the second period, and Euchre's still riding tough on top here. He hasn't found something that
Still
works yet.
Still looking for your cradle, though.
Right, he was a little bit on top there.
Here.
He's staying active. He just can't lock it up. Brazil doing just enough. I don't know much longer Lewis Baker's going to allow him to not come up from bottom.
Yeah, he's still working a base, though. I mean, the big guys, if they're working a base, to me, that's not a stall call.
Euchre looks to be hurt, Glenn.
Yeah, he's definitely slow. I don't know if it's sore or he's walking all right. Because when you have a bad knee injury, you're going to, favor that thing for a while. Over a year. Now he's trying to step in with a leg. Dangerous here, getting high. 15 to go. Still potentially dangerous call there by Lewis Baker. Good call. Right thing to do by Brazillo, too.
12 seconds to go here. And
he's got to try and steal one.
Right.
You can hear in the background trying to get Brazil to explode off the bottom and get one, but Euchre does a good job kind of keeping position.
So we're going to roll into the third period. Deadlocked at 2.
Conditioning could be a issue here.
So Glenn, based upon seeing both these teams wrestle in the last 2 weeks, the tale of 2 different matches. O&J came out strong, boat raced PV, and kind of took, it was a great crowd, and got the crowd behind them at home, and as a result, I wouldn't say cruised to victory. However, as Borzillo cuts him here to start the period, and now he's up, Euchre up 3-2. It was a lead that PV then couldn't overcome. Fast forward last week, and Springford returned to favor. Took some matches early, took the crowd out of it. That home crowd advantage at O&J. That small gym, and a great shot there by Euchre. Borzillo up to the challenge, got unders.
A little over-under here.
A little back trip. Now he comes outside.
Nice job. Euchre just wanted that more. Now he's getting some swipes. Lewis Baker's got 2 on his fingers. There you go.
So
good job by Euchre there.
In a match like this is a match, in my opinion, Euchre should win. But he gets the crowd going. He gets some juice for his team. This is where the upset could start to brew. Now he puts Borzillo on his feet and look to go again. maybe he has another opportunity to go feet to back.
I like the strategy. I love feet to back. You know that, Joe.
I like the aggressive style. You got to coach to win. You got to coach your guys to win, put them in positions to be successful. Look at him digging those hooks.
He wants some over-unders here.
A lot of time left. He doesn't have to force anything.
Yeah, he's got to get heavy on the head here and get back in there on that underhook. I think he can launch him. He's had a good shot, too. I like his penetration step. Even with that bad knee, there it is again, another shot. So, very active.
$45 seconds. He's got to go now because PV's got to be putting him back on his feet to think. And there's stall.
There's stall call
on Springford. Springford's a green tonight. It's more closer to their team color. Makes it easier for the official. But on the scoreboard, it will be. Well, we only have the time from the scoreboard. The scoreboard here in the gym, it's still home and away as normally would be. But you got to be thinking bonus points here.
Don't confuse me. It was a long drive to Perkiomen Valley. Okay. So
shouldn't have been that long.
Basically, the home team score up there, and
it doesn't matter for us.
Wait, do these guys even have bands on?
Nope.
No. So I'm completely confused. Who's the green? Who's the red? Euchre again in on that shot, Joe. I like the way he shoots, though.
Yep.
Got to shoot with the head up a little bit better. But good job by PV getting those first points on the board.
Yep. So we should see the regular heavyweight for Springford come out, Connor Hudak. And I believe this might be Casey Smith for the Vikings.
So I'm going to assume Cole is the one that's out.
Correct.
So this is the one that Springford needs to steal.
No, this one PV needs to steal.
Oh, correct.
Hudak comes with a record of 12-10. Casey Smith comes with a record of 1-3. Smith, a sophomore, as well as Hudak.
But if you're wrestling in the room with the Euchre brothers all day long, it can't be that bad.
No. Hudak has a medal to his name at the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic this season to start the year.
And, of course, grinding through the PAC season and Springford schedule, getting some real good competition. And, again, that's the big thing when we look at the district duels, Joe, is those teams that have gone out and got the competitions.
What was it you said after our off-camera? Cross the Susquehanna?
Yeah, go wrestle across the Susquehanna once and tell me what's going on out there.
All right, Louis Baker stops.
You actually can still be on this side of the Susquehanna and get some good competition. But you know what I'm
PV
talking
hit
about.
Trojan Wars earlier this year. Springford was at Cumberland Valley. They did the Big Red Duals, which had a solid field of teams.
Listen, District 1 tournaments now are starting to bring in some big schools. So, you don't have to go that far, but you have to actually get into a tournament with some good competition.
Smith with the shot, kind of bails on it.
Oh, heavy on the head here.
Hudak makes him pay for it.
Yeah, real good job there. Now he's looking for that cross-face cradle. Does Springford do cradles?
They do. I've seen it. They still do their bread and butter. 30 seconds left in the first period. Hudak with the 2-0 lead.
I can't talk about this enough about the PAC schedule. With this division needs to be split up in my mind. The PAC, I think, is unbalanced with the other, smaller schools. I think, it's just every Wednesday night a grind.
Wow, Hudak slams out a power half. He's got Smith in trouble.
Big trouble, plenty of time.
Ooh, Smith got some fighting him. Hudak catches that arm on the way through, doesn't let him through.
Catches that reverse half there.
He was close there. Louis Baker was on it.
There it is.
And there it is. Our first fall of the night.
Big bonus points and momentum changer. And I'm not taking away from some of the other leagues, Suburban 1 League included, But I'm telling you, you don't see the competitiveness that you see week in and week out here in the Pac-10. I mean, Boyertown, Owen J. Roberts, Springford, Perk Valley now, Upper Perk in the day. I mean, it's just a grind every time out in this division. I think Upper Perk's in that other. Are they in the other
Yes, they
smaller
are.
school? But I think the PAC needs to take a look at that. I can't get fined for this, even though I'm an associate PAC member for girls golf. But they need to take a harder look at this. You have 4 teams bunched together year in and year out.
Gus Smith in on a shot.
Well, you got your matchup here.
I believe we do. We got Gus Smith here.
170 pounds.
You're gonna announce it. Yep. Freshman phenom Max Tansini, again, had a great tournament as a 15 seed at Escape the Rock. Out-wrestles the seed, makes it a 5th place match, takes 5th, beats the number 1 and number 2 ranked kids in the region.
Little stalemate call there early.
En route to it. Gus Smith, no slouch. In the PA Wrestling's latest last rankings, which was 2 weeks ago, our new ones drop tomorrow. This would be a 5 versus 4 matchup. Tansini being the 4, Gus Smith the 5. Like I said, those will change drastically come tomorrow. Tansini in a
nice finish there.
Yep, very slick, like head inside single, like knee snatch.
I mean, the first thing that jumps out at me with Tansini is his leg strength.
Gus Smith's a sophomore.
I mean, these are big lightweights here.
He's 13-3 on the year. He comes off a year in which he was a state qualifier last year. Tansini's a freshman, comes in with a record of 21-5. I can tell you those 5 losses are 5 tough losses. Not only were they at Escape the Rock, he was also at Trojan Wars, as I talked about earlier.
Yeah, he's been turning heads all year long.
Yeah, Smith doing a good job of sealing off there, not giving
trying to catch that head.
And he's got.
I don't know if he gets some height here, but
got to watch that
definitely
power
had
half.
that head.
With 19 seconds to go, Tansini's got that power half, and he's able to readjust and get back on top.
Tansini's a good mix of long and strong here too, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah, you don't see freshmen like this. And again, a match like this for these two guys right now, this time of year, is like excellent. It's what they need.
So, Glenn, what are your coach, and you defer, and the other kid takes top? What's your thought?
Oh no.
Exactly. You see that top comment? It's like, and he just kind of rode Smith.
Why don't you ask me how many times I've made that mistake? Would be a better question.
Of deferring and then taking top.
or just not knowing that the kid's good on top and you make the mistake. Yeah. Well, but we've called it before this season a couple times. I'm like, are you kidding?
Here comes the cradle. He's working. It's only a matter of time.
That thing.
Oh, good job by Smith.
Tansini's just trying to rip anything he can.
Yeah, he's trying to roll that wrist forward. Now he's going to power half. Stalling on Gus Smith.
Oh, Lewis Baker's nasty out there.
He wants wrestling.
What's going to call potentially dangerous there?
Blood, I believe we have. Gus Smith
blood.
bleeding. That crossface was pretty nasty, and that Crayley tried locking up before. This is a match. This is a precursor for a match, an individual match. We could see. We're probably gonna see this in the PAC final.
Oh, they
this
still
Saturday.
They have still league tournaments.
Championships this weekend.
There's league tournaments.
Yes, there's league tournaments.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Like the Chestmont did it early on.
They did the first weekend.
And you know what? It wasn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. But at the same time, my biggest pet peeve back in the day when I had, really good kids battling, sectionals, districts, regionals, all the way to states. And it's a problem. But you know what? Like I said, in the PAC, it's been established. Every other Wednesday, you're in a grinder, dude.
Right.
So what are you going to do? Enter your JVs? I mean, you can do that. Or you can see this match again. So
I know a few years ago when they had the league, Chestmont, Sun Valley sent their best guys to like the
looking for that cradle again, Joe. He's got it.
And again, I got one swipe. Now he transitions to that
Real
Power
nice
half.
transition. Oh, that's just tight too.
Yes, he's going to get swipes here. He's got to extend that hip.
Yeah, he's got to post out over here and look
that
away.
right of hands.
Still just trying to rip that thing.
I believe the Kakas went to the Beast
Got a
while the
one.
team went to Chessmonts.
I don't know why Lewis isn't swiping. There we go. He's got 2, 3.
He's going to bundle that head.
He got it. Yeah, this is.
Now he's going to squeeze. He's got
15
Gus Smith
to go. Went on the face. Bleeding again. Yeah, he was on that throat.
No, he was.
Oh, the legs. He had a little figure 4 there, or what?
Body scissor.
We saw this call the other day too in the Escape the Rock. There's been some BS calls in my mind.
Are you saying Lewis Baker made a BS call?
not that one. I'm just saying in Escape the Rock, I could really go back and there was some. I did a lot of video work, Mike, on these matches, and I can tell you, we need new officials out there. Not Lewis Baker. This is what we need. We need an influx of young, experienced officials. And you know what? It's no discredit to the guys that are out there on the mat officiating. It's a tough job, but when you're at a high level, you expect the best officiating. Every official at Escape the Rock is going to text me now.
Yep.
I'm in big trouble.
Yep.
I shouldn't even sit in the corner at districts or regionals now.
Walt Cannon's going to text you.
Walt did a good job.
Yeah. And Tansini making it look easy coming around, and he goes right into a leg, and he's going right back to that crossface cradle. We'll see if he transitions out of it.
Yeah, Tansini seems like he really builds on his own momentum in a match. And this is the first time I've seen him in person, and he's impressive. Looking for that cradle again, Joe. Oh, that's how you go get a crossface cradle. You stack that up to the knee. He didn't get it, but he's still in good position.
Gus Smith doing a good job fighting it off up to this point.
Yeah, a lot of defense here by Smith in this match.
He took neutral here in the third just to get a new perspective. And here comes the stall, and there's a point. So it's 8-1. Tennessee's got to be thinking bonus points, and he's got the cradle locked up. Gus fights it off. So again, this could be the final this weekend in the PAC tournament. It could be the final. It could be at Summer Wrestle at regionals. They're having Tansini cut him. So it's now 8-2, 35 seconds to go. Tennessee shot up a rocket going at Gus Smith. Gus Smith just backing up, trying to stave off the takedown. A takedown puts him in major decision criteria. 25 seconds to go here in the second or third period in the match, for that matter. Gus Smith, a half shot attempt. He's in on the leg, and he starts crawling up, and he gets back square, and they go out of bounds.
Yeah, Smith has to know he can't give up a takedown here.
Right.
Just trying to tie up a wrist there.
Right. He's doing a good job.
Tansini at bay. Dropping in on zone shot.
Trying to go 2 seconds to go, and
good
Smith's
job
going to
there
hold it
by
off.
Smith, yeah.
So it knocks the match at 6 as we go in 113 pounds, and we're going to see probably another Smith come out.
Yeah, we're going to see some Smith coming out here for Springford right now.
I believe this is Vincent Taylor for the...
Yeah, and this is where Perk Valley's got to, kind of weather the storm a little bit, because they're probably going to give up a couple faults here.
Cole Smith comes with a record of 15-1. He's a two-time state qualifier.
And he's a big 14-pounder.
Vincent Taylor comes in a record of 8-7.
Versus Springford's Cole Smith.
Sorry, not Vincent Taylor.
Smith's got a nice cradle here. Very tight. There's a fall.
So that was Michael Blindberry. I apologize. And in any event, Cole Smith makes quick work of it.
And no surprise there. Like I said, Perk Valley's going to have to weather the storm here for a couple bouts.
We got Xavier Farizzi showing for the Rams. Dominic Farizzi. I say Xavier, that's a former O&J wrestler, I'm sorry. And I believe this is, I'm not sure who this is. I'll wait for the announcement before. Joey Capaldo, I believe, for the Vikings.
At 121 pounds, Joey Capaldi versus Dominic Farizzi.
You know, it's almost the time of year, Joe, where you just throw records out, you know, and guys are going to have to step up. You know, we get into these league championships, there's a lot of pride on the line. But once we get into the, you know, the team duels for the PIAA team championships and, you know, obviously into our postseason for districts, like throw records out the window.
Farizzi comes, speaking of records, Farizzi comes with a record of 6-11, Capaldo 4-9. So it's one of those toss-up matches.
Yeah, it really is.
You know, both teams have done their jobs where they should have.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want to look at it objectively.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a whole lot of you know, gamesmanship with the coaches. I think, you know, both teams are putting their lineups out there.
Right, they are what they are at this point.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the case. With an injury here or there, you know, you might have to make a move or two, but or a sickness or something like that. Ineligible. There will be guys ineligible, Joe, believe it or not.
It's inevitable.
Got 30, Joey, got 30.
Capaldo in with that 2-on-1, gets out of it. Farizzi shoots through, he catches, snatches that, and he goes right to his back.
Wow, nice job there.
That was. And he's going to get 2 more for his efforts.
That was a quick 4-pointer there.
Yep, 15 seconds left in the first period. And that's how we'll end this period. 4-0 your score. Springport the 12-6 lead.
What was that? What happened? Paulie trying to work on top.
Farizzi extends his lead to 5-0. Minute 30 left in the second period.
I mean, both guys have kind of been, you know, equal in terms of their efforts, but
Farizzi with that snatch single. See if he's able
holding a 5-0 lead.
You know, as we look ahead, you know, Springford will be heavily favored at 127 pounds with Quinn Smith, the last of the Smith brothers here. Farizzi in on that high C. He backs out. Now he switched off to a double. Capaldo kind of fights it off and then stops. 7-0 is the lead for Farizzi with 40 seconds going.
Farizzi did not stop.
No.
He was going to – there was a third finish, too, if we didn't get the second.
And now he's got the reinforced bar. You know, Farizzi smells blood in the water now. He's starting to, you know, pour it on. We'll see if he's able to get a turn here with this reinforced bar. See if he tries. It looks like Capaldo has broken off the lock on the wrist. And Farizzi's back to it. 17 seconds left in the second period.
Coach Sizlove was something else over there.
Yeah, he's beside himself about that. Capaldo, Farizzi kind of riding parallel, and Capaldo not doing a whole lot to get off his belly. And they go out of bounds with 4 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could have, like, I mean, were they thinking about maybe cutting him there? I don't know, or just wanted to go to another move. But 4 seconds left either way, and a major's kind of going to be out there, if not more. See where they go here. I think they have choice if I'm correct. No, I'm wrong. Because Red's away. Wait, Red's home tonight. All right, so they go neutral. So that's right where, he wanted to be probably. Chance at a 4-point or a 5-point move on his feet.
Equal opportunity for Frizzy to hit another one.
Yeah.
To put it in major decision
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
criteria.
That's what I mean.
Sorry, I thought you meant it was
Oh, no.
Capaldo had the opportunity.
Well, I mean, nothing like a good old headlock.
Frizzy does a nice job transition from that Fred headlock in that short offense position. Now he's got that left elbow to the mat. If you want, you should probably keep circling. There you go. Step over.
Oh, yeah.
Table,
Well
come
done.
up. You got pressure on him to take the weight off that foot, which he does. Pulled out from between. Capaldo doing a good job getting his foot to the mat.
Trying a little shin whistle or nothing there. Listen, I like this Frizzy kid.
Yeah, he's very he's meticulous.
He's hard-nosed, and he knows what he's doing. A little bit of a tactician out there. It's good stuff.
Runs his lead to 9-0 with 1:07 left in the match.
Now, see, I'm cutting him here with 1 minute to go. I'm going full catch and release, Joe. I'm just going to let you know. But you know what? Springford can tilt you. They can bar you up.
Looking ahead here, Glenn, and it's really that meat of that lineup when you go with from 52. You got Jacob Mess from Springford, who's tough. You got Offner at 45. Those are matches that Springford's going to have to win.
Yep.
Capaldo to his feet with 23 seconds to go. Frizzy staying on it. He's probably going to catch a stall here. Oh, he gets free, so it's 9-1. Still major decision criteria. Frizzy doesn't have to go. See if Capaldo tries to throw the kitchen sink at him. Frizzy content to just patch this major decision here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like every point's going to be big. Like you said, some of these matches, are we going to see Attilo on a Pasco? I guess we are, right?
I don't know. Rolling to 127. Let's see who shows what first. Looks like it's going to be Quinn Smith. We got Quinn Smith.
So Springford with a 16-6 lead, and they're looking to add 6 here, Joe. This is one where Springford has to get the 6 if they're going to deal with the upper middle weights.
So Smith right away, it's a 2-point takedown, and he got a full set of back.
Yeah, Quinn Smith is a
I apologize, he only had 2. His opponent is Joseph Kazarowski. I apologize, I'm saying it incorrectly.
Yeah,
Quinn Smith comes with a record of 10-1. He's honorable mention in the latest rankings in District 1, but coming off a huge win as he hits this hazard or hits that reinforced bar tilt.
Yeah, pretty good weight class for District 1. Hunter Delaney's been on fire too. I don't know if what he's done lately, but I know he's had some big wins earlier in the season.
Full set of back for Quinn Smith and makes a quick 7-0 lead. Cole Smith over the weekend against Saucon Valley had a big win, a 5-1 win over Cole Hubert from Saucon Valley, who was 4th in the state last year in AA. So seems to be settling in. We saw him earlier in the year, and Hunter Delaney, from bottom position, pulling him over the top and pinning him. That's a match I hope we see a rematch, because it was an exciting match leading up to that. Another set of back ends, 10-0, just like that, with 21 seconds left in the first period. As I said, Quinn Smith comes in a record 10-1. Joseph Kazarowski comes in a record of 3-6. He's a freshman. That's tight, Glenn. And we're going to see a fall there. See, this is where.
I knew this was coming. You're going to get some big points with the Smith.
So it's 22-6. This is where PV kind of has to make a stand and stop the bleeding a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we have, is this Jamie Silva or Steven DeAngelo? We'll have to wait and see. This is Patrick Lamarande. Wait to see an announcement to be certain on who the Springford wrestler is.
133 pounds, Patrick Lamarand versus Brennan Ryan.
Let's go, Pat.
We have Brendan McGran.
For Springford?
Yes, sir. So McGran comes in with a record of 11-7. Lamaran comes in with a record of 10-6. So this is one of those matches.
Another toss-up bout for both teams.
Nothing yet. We had McGran digging for that dump. All right, so we're in our 7th match here, and this is a must-win for the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm like they can't let this thing get too far away.
Because they still have some horses coming up that can win them some matches, so they need that. Lamaran trying to snap behind. McGran steps out and counters.
Runs
He's got
his
him
feet.
Right, doesn't stop wrestling in that position, and he comes across with a low leg Turk and scores the 2.
It good work there by the Springford wrestler.
McGran a junior, and so is Lamarand.
You know, I talked about the keys of the match earlier about Springford warming up. I mean, this is the kind of match Springford loves right now towards the end of the season, rolling into the PAC championships. Are like, yeah, we need a nice little tune-up. So, like I said, Springford to me, until somebody knocks them off in the PAC, they're number 4. They're number 4.
Who's your 1?
Council Rock South.
2?
Penridge.
3?
Quakertown.
But Quakertown lost to Boyertown.
I don't care.
Wow, that's a SOL bias for you fans out there. 30 seconds to go here in the first period. Still a 2-0 lead for McGran. Lamaran's up in the quad pod. McGran comes around, takes a post away. He's back down to his knees.
So if Boyertown beat Quakertown and Springford beat Boyertown, what does that mean? Like, that's the hard part with the PAC. We do this every year.
And Sun Valley beat Springford.
Yeah, and what about O&J Roberts? You know, it's just the PAC is just, they confuse the whole darn district, every year.
So we end the first period. It is 2-0 in favor of Brennan McGran for Springford.
Like
his choice as we go in between periods. He chooses to go bottom, get right after, and score some more points.
Right, like you said, was it Springford and O&J chose not to wrestle at the Council Rock North Duals, right?
Correct.
So, at the Rock Yard Duals. And like, that makes sense to me. But at the same time, I would have liked to have seen that match. I'd like to see him again in the league, too. Because then I could actually go, all right, here's what's your PAC for? I want to know your PAC for.
Top 4 in the PAC?
Yeah.
Well, I think Saturday goes a long way to deciding that. But right now, I mean, it's hard. Depending on Chip's fault, O&J could beat Boyertown, and then what?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not done here. PV wins this tonight, and then you have it really muddies the water.
Yeah, and I still think Penridge is very dangerous. I think they can hang with anybody. And I'm not so sure about Quakertown, like you said. I mean, they've lost some dual meets this year. They haven't had the dual meet success they expected. So I'm still not taking them out of the top 4, though.
McGran gets the escape.
Good attempt there. He's in.
See if he can finish this time. He was in before.
Yeah, now he's
trying to step
pause.
through. .52 seconds left in the second period. McGran with a shot. No reshot attempt by Lamaran. He comes in that over-under and then thinks better but backs out. Some good hand fighting here. McGran on that 2-on-1. See if he uses it to his advantage. You got to create some angles with that. Now he's just got 2-on-1 on the wrist. 33 seconds left in the second period. Lamaran's got choice in the third. See if he can get a take. Oh, great arm pass. Doesn't get it. Lamaran jumps over his back. Nothing yet. Oh, he throws him his back, but nothing. He's going to spin behind, maybe get 2. He's on that foot. He's got to continue to spin behind. 16 seconds left.
Great flurry here.
he tossed him, just had limited control, and McGran was able to kind of just use the momentum to get out of it. Nothing here. Now McGran's in on a shot. See if he can come through and finish it. 4 seconds. He's going to sit him and try and circle that hip. He's trying to cut it off. He's going to pop that head. He's going to run out of time as we go into the third period. So Lamoron's choice. We'll see where he goes in this third period. He wants to go neutral. His coaches encourage him to go bottom. I think it's the right choice, Glenn. You want to try and get that escape point.
Yeah, I agree.
And then from here, from there, get to your feet. He's hit the Granby
nice
roll.
Granby there. He's 2.
Not yet.
There.
McGran doing a great job of not stopping wrestling out of his positions.
He's got to clear out.
Got to stay on that hip now.
Yeah, see, I think you got to clear out there after a good, clean Granby.
Again, his chest is low. He's got to get chest high and get pressure back in him. He's letting McGran dictate now what happens. Now this is how we ended the period. McGran's going to dump him, or now he puts him on the mat. See if he starts circling to his left. He cuts that hip off and pops his head, which he's pushing on that thigh with his left hand. He's got Lamoron in trouble. Now he's going to cut that corner.
There it is.
And he's going to maintain position on top.
He's got that knee trapped in there, too. Still a lot of time, though, Joe.
Yep. Lamoron with that flurry with that Granby.
You got to know where you are on the line there and get the hell out. And I will yell that during a match. I mean, this is where wrestling on the line is important. I mean, he's killing time.
Yeah, I'm surprised Lewis is letting him wrestle here. That's no shade at Lewis.
Yeah, no, but
because he wants action. And he's been good at encouraging that.
Yeah, but he's using. Listen, this is not a big match, Joe.
49 seconds to go. Still anyone's match.
There's more room in the corner than there is in the center of this mat.
These are the mats at Upper Dublin.
They're smaller there.
Yeah. A good quarter turn by Lamoron. 45 seconds left in the period. Now
moving
he's
good.
Yep.
He's out.
He's got one.
All right, now we got a match. He's got to go.
He's got time. He doesn't need to get all geeked up and go after him just yet. He can be meticulous, get that takedown. Then he has all the momentum going into
30-second drill
overtime.
is on. It's on right now.
McGran doing a good job standing on elbow, not letting him do anything. He's in deep, but he can't shoot through that tie. Now he's in on the other leg.
Oh, little toss.
See if he throws him again. Great job by McGran shooting him out. 12 seconds to go.
I'm clapping. I love this.
Yep.
This is good action now.
Coach Seislov imploring McGran to just get his hands down and block everything. Lamoron's got to go. There he is.
He's in.
A shot, but deep whizzer by McGran. He's got to come
in on that shin.
Smart wrestling by McGran down the stretch.
Yeah, real good. Good match, though.
Very good. So it's going to 139 again. Waiting to see who we have coming out.
It doesn't really matter. Perk Valley needs points now, Joe.
I think we have Jamie Silva for Springford.
At 139 pounds, Katie Stratton versus James McGill.
Oh, sorry. I stand corrected.
McGill out there.
James McGill and Aiden Stratton. McGill comes in with a record of 3-5. He is a sophomore. Stratton comes in with a record of 9-8. And he is on the takedown. He scores 2 early. And 1:35 left. And he is... Looks like he has Dottie had a bar. He just had wrist control on that right side. Hop side and to push him out of bounds. Stratton puts him up.
I mean, still 6 bouts left. I mean, so plenty of points out there for PV to garner. But they're going to have to pick up some bonus here at some point to kind of put a little threat.
Stratton in on that.
Oh, nice shot.
Far
there.
knee
Got
pick.
extended. Wasn't able to finish.
McGill fights it off. Stratton's got that hook. He gets out of it. Now he's got an overhook on the right side. McGill tries to shoot through it to no avail. Now he's got kind of a headlock. We'll see who wins this position here. He thinks better at let's go of it to see if Stratton get a mat return. He's got to get hips in, lift him. 45 seconds left. Nothing yet, nothing yet. Stratton working. He sits him back, and they go out of bounds, and nothing. It's unfortunate. He was in good position to score to make it 4-1. 38 seconds left in the first period. I apologize. Good shot to whistle. And
it got deep on that ankle.
And he comes out the back door. Now he's
got to finish here, Joe.
Hands high. He's going to stand in the cradle. Oh, he missed it. McGill hips into him, puts him on his back for a second. Comes up the back. No, nothing yet.
Lewis Baker thinks he's reffing a midget match out there right now. He's got 2 now for PV. Locked in that cradle. Hands on the mat. See if he can scoop it inside here. Keep it on the mat.
And McGill pops his head.
Youth match, Joe. It's a youth match.
12 seconds to go.
Joe doesn't like my youth of midget wrestling. He thinks that's something you see on YouTube.
The WWE. 4 seconds to go.
I'll tell you, I was in Iowa once. Nashville.
Stratton's choice here between the periods. He chooses to go down. Stratton up to his feet. McGill getting forward, good forward pressure. Try and go cross-face cradle. Glenn's the man, getting some waters for us, taking from PV's bench. McGill has that cross-face cradle locked up. He's sitting him back. I can't even take a sip of my water.
Oh, he's getting back. It's nothing. No, he rolled right out.
What was it? Unorthodox cradle.
Very unorthodox.
Stratton feeling it, pointing to his neck, saying, my neck.
By the way, there's no snack bar here at Perk Valley, so I'm going to start the traveling snack bar. These big matches in the PAC. No gummy bears, nothing.
Great switch by Stratton off the
nice
whistle.
switch.
Turn of events, he was almost on his back, and now he's on top. Minute 15 left in the first period. He's got a wrist and a half, and simple works. Now he goes cross-face cradle, and he's got it locked up. But McGill's too strong in that position for him to lock him up and take him cradle from his feet, like in that instance. We've hit past the midpoint of the match. 51 seconds left in the second period. 6-2 lead for Aiden Stratton. Now he's working that 2-on-1 at Russian tie. See if he's able to score with it. Let's go if it switches hand to that left-hand tie, collar tie. Gill tries to shoot through it, but doesn't really reach for the legs. Just more drop steps as he does it. 27 seconds left in the period. Now he's trying to scoop behind. Stratton up to the challenge. 8 seconds left in the second period. 6-2 lead, Aiden Stratton.
We're going to go to the third here. And this is, again, Perk Valley needs points here, Joe.
It's McGill's choice, so we'll see where he goes.
Listen, someone's going to get caught here in the third period. I'm going to predict a fall. Someone's getting caught. I'm not sure. Mike's agreeing with me. Mike will never put a mic on. Not there anymore. We're trying to stay out of trouble here, Joe. We're in like hostile territory.
I wasn't in any kind of trouble the last 3 weeks. All of a sudden you're back and Stratton with the bar. He's trying to reinforce it. He's reaching. He's got that tight waist. McGill doing a great job keeping the hand away and getting that hand, the left hand forward. But Stratton goes half.
Got to be careful not to go full there.
Yeah, he was trying to reach that wrist and that hand was forward.
Well, he got a deep half though, Joe.
He does.
Run that right over the top, baby.
Right.
See if he can punch it here.
Maybe waggle it here.
Yeah. They gotta be careful. 2 reversal coming.
And he
There
goes
it
right
is.
back to his switch.
He loves a switch.
Yes. So he trades to make it.
And he's got him broken down. Now you got to go to work here.
He
Gonna
rolls
dig
that
this
wrist out, puts it across the back.
This Baker getting in there, making sure it's legal. You don't see a lot of that with some of our more experienced officials. Older officials? I don't know. Can I get fined for that too? Joe's cringing here.
Glenn's.
It's been a long week, Joe. It's only hump day.
And McGill is out to make it 8-5. Glenn is opinions are those of his own and not of that of PAWrestling.com. So McGill in on a shot. Ooh, may just get caught out of bounds. 37 seconds to go. It is 8-5 in favor of Aiden Stratton. McGill looks kind of fresh. He looks fresher than Stratton looks right now.
Yeah.
I think Stratton. I believe he's that neck's not right after that cradle that McGill threw on him in the first period.
But nonetheless, he's doing his job because he needs points for the Vikings. So my prediction, no fall came here.
Good job, Nostradamus.
That's why I'm not writing any books, Joe. All right, so good win for the Vikings. They needed that
We got Matt Offner. For the Rams.
Offner, senior 10-8 coming in.
And Anthony Rossi.
Rossi just a junior, 1-5 on the season.
Offner in the shot. Rossi is getting a lot of pressure, but Offner sneaking out the side and
good work.
Scores.
Good work just turning the corner at the right time there. Looking cradle.
Springford wrestler throwing legs. You don't see that too often. So that leg in and he's just getting some good forward head pressure. Minute 26 left in the first period, and he's got Rossi in a tight position. Got him on his belly.
They work back up to a base here. Oh, still looking cradle.
But Rossi might be out of it.
Oh.
He's on the head. Battle of a trip. Nothing yet. He's got to pop that head. He might cradle himself. Get a cradle.
Back and around,
wow, great
mixer.
job by Offner.
Oh, yeah.
Around.
Little sneaky mixer.
So we got a full boat of back. He makes 5-0 in favor.
That could have been disastrous there, too. He came out with 3 of his own. Now he's really got a tight bar. Looking back to that mixer. Oh,
he tries to go the other way. Tries to go the other way. Nothing.
Oh, I love it, though. He got it. He got it. I love it. That's old school Springford right there, rolling through a mixer for the fall. And that's huge. That's huge for Springford because they need that with a little cushion with the Pascos coming.
I don't think that the Vikings are going to be able to overcome this.
No, it's first team to 30 in this one, Joe.
We got Mest coming up for the Rams. Jacob Mest, senior, 8-8. And we got Paul Popplewell.
2-5, junior. I mean, is that a high percentage move, that mixer from there?
No, sir.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Mess with the reattack there. wonder if the PV staff told Popplewell that, these go big here. We'll see. He's going second shot.
Nah.
Popplewell in on that shot. He's got Mess down on his hip. Mess does a good job of squaring up. Getting into him. He's got that near
Got to
ankle.
turn the corner here, Joe. Cut across on that double, but got
exactly.
stuck. Got stuck, gave up his ankle.
Mess doing a great job pounding that far hip to really put Popplewell in a disadvantage. No score. 56 seconds left in the first period.
Good action, though.
Little arm pass there. He tried to shoot off opposite side. 35 seconds left in the first period. Still no score.
First silence we've had in the gym for a while.
Stay open. Stay open.
Nice shot there. Good double. Good, nice finish, too.
Under 10 to go.
For Mess. Excellent job there, working hard for the two. And that's Springford right there. That's Springford wrestling. You know what I mean? So, we talk about these district duels coming up. I mean, matchups are going to be huge, Joe. I mean, some of these teams have like some no-brainer wins, up and down their lineup, but it's these teams that have real competitive kids at toss-up matches. So this is kind of good for me to see Springford tonight. I don't have a vote or a say at all anymore in the seeding, but this is what you got to look at. You got to look at the entire lineup, 13 guys in the lineup. Are they able to make moves? Do they have depth? Is everybody healthy? I mean, these are things that we're going to talk about in that meeting, or the coaches are going to talk about, the guys that have votes and guys that have seen the teams in each league. So I'm impressed with Springford with their guys that are, what we call toss-up matches in these lineups. So, and Perk Valley, clearly a little behind.
Mess doing a great job there on that escape. Quarter turn, knee slide up.
Oop, got to be careful there. Comes back around. Good work again. Finishing on the double.
Mathematically speaking, PV to have a shot has to win this match. They're not dead in the water yet. So, if Popplewell can find a way to win this match, a lot of magic has to happen after that. But mathematically, they're not eliminated yet.
Trying to get that tilt. You got it. Going to get at least two here. It's going to be a full boat coming. Lewis Baker holding 3. So really opening up a little bit here. Maybe, how many is that? Is that 8 or no?
It will be 8. Yeah, he's still
so major on the board. Big trouble here for Perk Valley.
The window's closing.
Yeah.
Glenn.
There's seeping out. Now he's barring it up.
Go barn. He's got a half on the near side.
Lewis Baker call. That's potentially dangerous.
It is.
It's a good call by Lewis Baker. And again, Lewis Baker's just doing a great job. He's always right there, not only in position, but in position for safety for the wrestlers. And that's something I'd like to see more of. I'm going up to the Cold Cracker. Can't wait to see those officials.
Schuylkill County. Popplewell sits out, kind of turns and slows down and is not able to get out. 15 left, 15 now left.
And Mess still working on top, still looking for a tilt. Doesn't realize just got to hang on here and get the major. He's looking for more. Why not, right?
I don't think his coaching staff would approve of him hatching an 8-0 lead in the second period.
Nice job there by Springford wrestler.
Makes it 10-0 as we end the second period. PV's choice here in the third. They're going neutral.
Yeah, why not? I mean, he can go wherever he wants right now with a 10-0 lead.
Minute 45 left in the match. Poplar with the shot. Glenn, you hoping your kid's taking, maybe throwing a headlock there, something bigger?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking big for Perk Valley. I mean, you got to sell out. I'm not sure he knows that, they need these points, but
12-0 the score, minute 20 left. Mess is going to be thinking bonus points, or more bonus points in form of a tech fall or pin. Looks like he's trying to cinch up that tilt again.
he likes this tilt.
And he's going to open it up and head in the hole and go.
He likes that bar tilt, too. I don't know what he's going to do here.
He's got the
Here he comes. He comes right through. Wow, it gets a tilt. Gets him in the tilt, reinforced it. Kind of really just a 2-on-1 tilt there, Joe. So those bonus points there are huge.
So we have Attilio. This is another match we've been looking forward to. Attilio and Gavin Pasco.
Yep, this should be a good one.
Should be. No pressure for either wrestler. They can just go out and go.
Yep.
£160, Gavin Pasco versus Anthony Attilio.
Pasco gets in on a double. Real nice. Nice finish.
Attilio with a record 12-10. He's honorable mention in the latest rankings. Pasco's ranked 6th, and he's 17-6 on the season.
Got a lot of work to do for my rankings tomorrow, Joe. Hope Mike gives me extended time.
Gavin Pasco, I believe, is going to optional start here. Kicks him loose. 2 on the score. Minute 35 left in the first period.
So is Gutro at 160 still, or did he drop down?
He's at 52.
Yeah, so, the PAC's going to be well represented, in those middleweights as we move towards the district and the regional tournaments. There'll be some exciting matches. I mean, District 1, the expectation is pretty high. I mean, the bar has been set this season. I mean, we kind of did that earlier, saying that, we expect a lot more medals, and I still believe in that. I mean, the competitions that some of these teams have had against not only national, level type kids, but just, out of state, private schools. It's amazing that they can get out and get the competitions they have this season. So I'm impressed with the District 1 scheduling. And that's something we always talk about at the beginning of the season. And with Nate this year, at the beginning of the year, we talked about it too, about, those schedules, those guys that go out and schedule these matches. You get into a district or a regional, and you've already been at a higher level match in a tournament, like Escape the Rock, like the Beast.
Glenn, you want to help him with his contact?
No, I cannot put anything in my eyes. That's why I wear glasses. Mike's the same way. Might be better looking with glasses, actually.
Back to action. Minute 24 left in the period. Opening period. 2-1 is your score in favor of Gavin Pasco. Shot the whistle.
Yeah,
and
false start there. Little shrug attempt by Tillo.
Great snap down that front headlock. Tilio tries to come through it, and he gets back to his feet. Pasco doing a good job of just stalking him, staying in his good position.
Oh, yeah, very solid in neutral position, really never coming out of his stance. Nice lowering levels, changing levels.
Him and Gotro had a barn burner in Bucktown a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that score.
Great head inside single.
Was it 10-9 or 9-8? It was a good one, right?
11-10. Escapes me with a 1-point match. Pasco strikes again, makes it 4-1. 27 seconds left to period. He's got a near side cradle locked up. He's kind of a little high for it. See if he can readjust.
It was 10-9.
10-9. Pasco had him on his back to end the first period. Actually, it was so loud in the gym that you couldn't hear the buzzer go, and the official called the fall after the buzzer had sounded. Said great match, great atmosphere from both sets of fans last week or 2 weeks ago at O&J.
I missed that one.
Good crowd here tonight in this big gym. They had the middle school match. Both middle schools wrestled each other before, and they even started the day off or the evening off with some youth matches before that. So as we go into the second period, it is a 4-1 lead for Gavin Pasco.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more of that back. That used to be like a thing of the past, but they've brought that back. I was at Springfield, Monco, and William Tennant. They had youth wrestlers, middle school, and high school matches all going. So it's good to see just about everywhere out there. And it's a big night for everyone. They had a lot of alumni nights going too.
Yeah, when we were at Faith Christian, they had alumni night. And Tilio squares up to him. Pasco has him in that front head. Let's see if he can get back behind. Tilio trying to shoot through. He's tight on that elbow. See if he's going to try and drag through it. Pasco stays in control on top. Minute 26 left in the second period. Now he sinks a leg in. He's getting good pressure forward. Well, he's off it now. Going a little step, maybe crossface. Tilio doing a good job of ducking his head. Now he got him. But Attilio wisely bellies out.
Got a good cross body going there. Got that lower half torqued.
Midpoint of the match, it's still 4-1 in favor of Gavin Pasco.
Pasco's a strong dude.
He spent some time in the weight room.
Yeah. Football player?
I believe so. I believe one of the Pascos was the MVP of the league, of the PAC. For all area player.
Nice. Yeah, Perk Valley's had some success in football over the last 5 years.
And Attilio gets out, cuts the lead in half with 22 seconds to go.
Yeah, he's got to find a way to score, though, Joe.
Yeah, he's had no answer for Pasco's solid position in his...
Pasco again on a double shot. He'll
Short
take
time
the
here.
single.
He's going to see if he limps arm out of this whizzer.
He does. There's two. Good job there by
Score
Pasco.
well under 5 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, that's a big 2 points right there going to the third.
I'm staying corrected. Carson Pasco, older brother, was the Mercury All-Area Player of the Year. We'll see him next at 172 pounds.
Running back?
Quarterback.
QB. You got to pay more attention to my football. District 1.
Oh, staying corrected. Linebacker.
Ooh, nice. Even better.
94 tackles on the year. Reversal for Gavin Pasco.
Yeah, just good hard work there, Joe. Getting the reversal.
PV football, always one of the better teams in the PAC, and had a good run in districts this year.
Yeah, no, they had a good run in districts the last, like I said, 5 years. I think it's been they've really come onto the scene big time in football.
Scott Reed started that run, and Rob Heiss has continued it. Two former PV wrestling coaches. Shout out to the best table work, head table in the in the maybe District 1. Jason Basil and Matt Young are also on that football staff.
Well, there's good connection with football and the wrestling teams is important for those upper weights, Joe, as you know. A lot of schools do not have that connection, and that's
the Euchers play football as well.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise.
Minute 13 left in the match.
Pasco
8-2.
just lets him go.
make that 8-3 lead for Gavin Pasco. Again, we talked earlier, now he smells the blood in the water. He's going to go at him. Tilio tries to drop down and, a half shot attempt, just kind of reaching for the legs. Nothing with a minute left in the match. Pasco, again, there's no pressure here. These guys are just wrestling. Like, Pasco's got to look to, you should look to open it up a little bit. There's no pressure for the dual meet. It's already sealed, and he gets in on that little snatch single, trips back the far
Nice
leg.
finish. Gonna cut him.
Yep, he wants the major decision.
And your favorite line, little catch and release.
Yep, a lot of time left. 45 seconds left, 10-4 lead. Takedown for Pasco puts it in major decision criteria, but depending when that comes, there could be still a lot of time left on the clock. Shot from distance. Until they're trying to roll him through.
Bruce Baker says you're stalling. Gotta love that. But again, I want this match. You want it called like a postseason match, Joe. You want to have that feel.
We're trending in that direction.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna be there soon.
Can't wait. There he is. Nice low head inside double. He's got that inside leg.
Ooh. Off that knee twisted there. Hopefully just tweaked it a little bit, Joe, and not serious.
Hopefully.
A little silence in the gym here, concern, which is, good sportsmanship for all.
Yeah, it got eerily quiet.
Hasn't straightened it out yet. There he goes. .21 seconds left in the match. See if he's going to try and finish this out or just let it go. Try and get up here. He's up. He's coming. All right. True warrior there. Coach Sizlove says, wait a minute. Wow. All right, he's going to go. Coach Sizlove may have thought better of it to, take the full time there, make sure he was all right. That's a good move by the coach to make sure he's 100% before you send him back out there. 20 seconds ago, and again, Spring Ford showing some class there. Pasco in on another shot, trying to get this double.
Tillia going chest wrap and launches him out of bounds. No points, 9.6 seconds. Pasco's going to keep coming. He's not satisfied with a 10-4 lead.
He got a point.
Makes it 11-4, 5.6 to go. See if Pasco can get that score.
Trying. Good win there for the Vikings. Good match. Two guys going at it.
So we should have Mason Richards come out as a freshman. Glenn, this is the first time you get to see this guy. Look at the freshman here for spring for Mason Richards. Really impressive. And we have we have Carson Pasco. Richards, I have to imagine Carson Pasco in a head inside single.
In there quick, gets two.
Senior on a freshman. Carson Pasco ranked 4th. He's 21-3 in the season. Mason Richards 13-3 on the season. Just a freshman. Gonna have a tall task ahead of him. They go out of bounds. Minute 26 left in the first period. A lot of movement on bottom by Richards. Pasco's able to stay behind and float and put him on his belly. Minute 13 left in the first period.
I mean, for me, one of the biggest flaws for District 1 with our, team championships is you don't have all the league champions decided. I mean, and again, back in the day, that was a big deal. And nowadays, with teams kind of lowering their dual meets and sticking maybe to just in league and a couple non-league matches, it's kind of hard sometimes to evaluate a dual meet team. But clearly, Springford is still a solid dual meet team. Where they come out in the seeding will be determined this Sunday. But again, I just don't take them out of the top 4 until I see otherwise. I mean, I know I can't do it.
Pasco doing a good job rolling that wrist out behind. Richard slips it, gets it back underneath him. 30 seconds left in the first period, still 2-0 lead. He's got the arm rolled back out, trying to get it behind his back. He's digging it out. Richard does a great job of building back to his base. Pasco getting that forward pressure, knocking him back off onto his belly. 15 seconds left in the period. And Lewis Baker hits Richards for stalling. He's got that arm trap. He's going cross face with a leg in. He might get a swipe or two here towards the end of the period. And he only gets one as time expires. Glenn, you have to think Pasco's going to go back to that. Yeah. Pasco right away choosing bottom to get after it some more, get some more points. Richard trying to catch that foot on the way in. Pasco too much from on bottom, takes a 3-0 lead with a minute 45 left in the second period, early in the second period.
Yeah, Richards, like you said, good-looking freshman. Pasco showing his quickness and agility there, just kind of sliding out of that attempt.
And kicks him, makes it 5-1. A little drag to a foot sweep, just misses it. Got some praise from his bench there for that. Those are things you want to try in a match like this. Again, pressure's off in team score. He's feeling good. He's got a few takedowns. So this is where you open up, you try some things. Tried it again.
Yeah, he got it. Nothing there, though, but still. He ended up getting 2 out of it.
Goes right back to putting a leg in, again, crowding that head with pressure. Past the midpoint of the match there. As they go to bounds with 47 seconds left. I think he's going back to rolling that wrist. Got to put across the back to see if he goes right hand on that cross face.
See if he goes for a bar here. He's trying to come across the face.
He's got that arm trap with his leg and now bars in. He's a circle around the backside. Well, looking to do it. 15 seconds left. Yep, he's going around the back. See if he comes up over the top with his left arm, sinks it deep.
Running out of time.
Richards was able to slip that. 4 seconds left in the period. That's how we're going to end as we head into the third period. All Carson Pasco with a 7-1 lead. Richard showing neutral. Slisov agreeing and telling the young freshman, hey, let's find a way. Score some points, get yourself back in the match.
Get a takedown.
See, Pasco goes back to that foot sweep. I enjoy a good foot sweep, Glenn.
Who doesn't?
Great sweep single. And he's going to slip this whizzer anytime now. Makes it 9-1. He's in major decision criteria Minute 35 left. Hasn't been able to really turn him yet. Let's see if he commits himself to this top right here and turn him.
Yeah, I think he does. Holding the major. Why not? Try and work top.
Stand correctly.
Now
He
he's
puts
gonna
him
cut
up.
him.
Coach Dubs from the bench.
Trying to go feet to back.
That he likes it. Shot, a reshot by Pasco, and another shot. Reshot attempt by Richards, and
He just
Pasco
throws that right by.
bullies him to the mat. That snap down, and he's going to kick him again. Makes it 11-3. Major decision criteria now.
Yeah, this 172-pound weight class is kind of a little wide open in my mind.
It is.
Pasco should be right in the mix.
I agree. 13-3 is the score. 40 seconds left in the match. Now he looks like he's going to commit to riding. Of course, I'm probably going to be wrong. He's going to get that near side arm trap. He's sweeping over, trying to just pry him over that far side claw. Buries a leg. 25 seconds left in the match. Credit to Richards. He's doing a good job of fighting him off and not getting turned. In a match where he's been overpowered for better parts of it, has done a real good job and has continued to wrestle. And there's no quit in this kid. So that's got to be promising to his coaches.
Yeah, I mean, only 3 losses on the season, right?
Correct. 13-3 is your final. Makes it 37-16.
1 to go. Am I right on that?
1 to go. We're going 189. We got John Kelly coming out. And Carter Euchre, last of the Euchres that we'll see tonight.
Is he the youngest of the Euchres?
So
Sophomore?
Carter, Grant and
Our final match tonight is at 189 pounds. Carter Euchre and John.
Cole and Carter are twins.
Okay.
Grant is older.
Yeah, I mean, you insert Keikos and the other Euchre in there. I mean, it makes a difference for sure.
John Kelly is a senior with a record of 9-9. Carter Euchre is a sophomore with a record of 13-5. He strikes first with a minute 25 left, scores a takedown. Maybe we're seeing a little bit of them looking to roll it out, roll the wrist down, put it across the back, and score from there. What we just saw with Grant Pasco, now we're seeing a little bit with Carter. You hear the coaches saying roll it out, pick a side.
Little Penn State, right? That arm on the back.
Kelly trying to come to the quad pod. He's there. He tries Granby, but Euchre did a great job covering that back leg, so he couldn't get all the way through. 45 seconds left in the first period. Still 2-0 lead for Carter Euchre. He's riding that. He's on that far elbow. 30 seconds left in the first period. Kelly back up to the quad pod, and he slides up and he gets to his feet. Wisely, as Euchre had his hands locked, put his hands back down, trying to get that locking hand. 20 seconds to go. Carter puts him back on the mat. Good movement from bottom by John Kelly. It was going under 10 seconds left in the period. Might see Carter Euchre play a little catch and release.
Yeah, I mean, he's applied a lot of pressure on top here with no avail.
Yeah, wear him out a little bit, and that stuff on top will work. He chooses to go bottom as we start the second.
Yeah, and this time of year, too, you want to get a lot of work from every position, too, Joe. Nice switch attempt there. It's going again on it. Gets it the second time.
John Kelly staying in it. I like it.
Re-switch. We have the old switch drill.
Nothing yet. There it is.
There's 2. Good work by both guys there on the switch, re-switch, switch.
He's
Oh, now he's got
half.
a tight half here.
He's got a half and a wrist.
Just bailed off the legs.
Ooh, almost a full Nelson. Almost a full Nelson.
Yep. Lewis saying no, he had that wrist, so good call.
Kelly again showing good movement on bottom. It's still only 4-0. So we approach the midpoint of the match,
Just gonna
and
cut him.
he kicks him. Ooh, heavy paw right there. Minute left in the period. We're past the midpoint of the match. Euchre back to that front headlocking. That shucks him
right by.
Bullied him in that situation.
Yeah,
Threw
good
him
work.
by.
Caught him again.
Yep.
48 to go. Starting to feel it on his feet.
John Kelly with the low single gets in on the ankle.
Bruce Baker stops that with the knee in a bad position. Underhook there by Euchre. Nice. Just throws it by again. 30 to go. See if it cuts him again, Joe. Nope, he's looking for that bar. Work on top here to close it out.
Pass it back. He's trying to fish for that wrist, see if he goes half.
Gonna try and run that bar. Trying to get that elbow popped.
Ten seconds.
Trying to take that big step.
John Kelly doing a great job of forcing that left hip to the mat.
Yeah, forcing it.
Now he almost got it out on the hip. And that's how we're going to end the period. It's 8-2. All Carter Euchre. 3 takedowns, a switch, and 2 escapes for John Kelly.
Kelly going down.
Well, it's the only way
he's going to cut him right away.
Might be the only way he scores a point in this one.
Cut him immediately.
We'll see. He might want to wrestle him here. Oh, he kicks him. 8.
I thought that was the best crew over there on the table, but clearly they don't know how to start the clock.
I jinxed them. I'm not going to take it back. I believe it's 8-3. Not
I just point out the obvious.
8-4. Great job attacking a near ankle. He's got that on that chin. He pops. John Kelly pops the head and faces him. Yeah. As always, the scoreboard here at PAWrestling.com is on point.
Oh,
they had
always.
They had it up 8-4. We were 8-3. They made the change. I'm gonna talk to Jason Basil and Matt Young. A little critique on their clock management.
Oh,
great
nice throw by there. Real good. Nice finish. Feeling it on his feet, Joe.
Glenn, and let's be fair to this PV team. Like they're not at full strength. They're missing 2 state caliber wrestlers, a returning state qualifier, and a 2-time medalist. But let's make no mistake with the Euchres that are in the lineup tonight, and the Pascos, Tansini. This is gonna be a pretty tough tournament team. This is gonna be a team that's gonna have potentially these 5, and Keikos is back. Have him, at second day regionals.
Yeah, they're gonna be a good tournament team.
Right, like these guys, you can have 5 or 6 guys punch a ticket to states from this team.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, 172 is just kind of wide open.
It really is. 89 is wide open too.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's 2 weight classes where the PV can send to.
10-4 the score.
It's good work getting the 2 there.
Euchre's really tough in that short offense and those hooks and slipping out and
he is.
and just getting his opponent to the mat and spinning behind. So he's in major decision criteria, the 12-4 lead with 28 seconds to go in the match, our last match tonight. Stalling on John Kelly, not wanting to come up. 19 seconds left in the match. Euchre was going to cut him, and his bench encouraged him not to. Kelly with some movement on bomb, trying to sit out, turn in. Euchre up to the challenge, floating behind, under 10
gonna-
left in the match. Going to try and shake him here. Euchre back to his feet.
Both guys
Nothing
fighting
yet,
to the
nothing
end
yet.
here. He got it.
He got it. Great job by Kelly wrestling to the end. So there you have it. 37-19 is your final. Glenn, I thought Spring Forward would come out victorious. I didn't think it would be an 18-point win. But, that's sometimes the way it goes. Some of those matches that were toss-ups got away from them. Spring Forward came and won more of those toss-up matches.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, Spring Forward to me is just, they're building for the postseason. But I do want to see Perk Valley full strength. I mean, hopefully we get to see it in a week or so in these duels next Thursday. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if Kelly Kakos is ready. I know he's going to come back when he's 100%.
Right.
Because he certainly has some individual aspirations. But listen, Perk Valley definitely has gained some ground here in the PAC. And they surpassed Upper Perk for sure in the last several years. And they're not going away. I'm sure their numbers are good. So.
Yeah,
It's a good match.
healthy.
It's a good match. Listen, you guys always say, well, you're always at Springford, you're always in the PAC, you're always at Council Rocks. But you know what? We want to try and get our top teams the best exposure we can, and I think we had a good one here tonight, Joe.
Right. This was, this was on paper. This was the best match tonight. Like I said, Glenn, I didn't see it being this far of a difference in score. However, like I said, sometimes that's the way it just goes with matches. And Spring Forward was better prepared tonight. The Pascos and the Euchres came to wrestle for PV. Aiden Stratton gutted out a good match for the Vikings, and Tancini looked outstanding against Gus Smith.
Tancini's on a little bit of a tear right now.
Yep.
I mean, no question there. And it's going to be, for both teams, the district duels mean a lot, but I think for these individuals, it's really about that individual postseason too. So, Perk Valley kind of making a statement with their top 4 or 5 guys, and once you throw the other Euchre back in there, and hopefully Keiko soon. I mean, they are a dangerous tournament team. I can't wait to see the results from the PAC individual tournament coming up, and we're getting into the postseason next Thursday, Joe. Where are we going, Mike?
No clue.
We got to find one. Got to find a good one. So hopefully we'll find one for that Thursday night when we'll be just at one site somewhere. All the top seeded teams will be hosting those home matches. So be an interesting year with the district duels first round.
Yes, bonus match next week. We'll do the district duel. We'll look to do one on Wednesday if there's one that's out there that's we feel is going to be competitive, and then we'll be district duels. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Glenn, it's getting that time of year between district duels and that district duels. That Saturday district duel is going to be a grind.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be there all day. 4 matches. We could possibly sit in and.
Mike's already talking about taking a break. I can't believe he wants to take a break in there.
Yeah,
we're definitely going to have to. I guarantee you there's going to be a match in the Consolation Wrestlebacks show. We're going to have to record. So
right, and I think Mike's union only allows him 3 matches in one day. So
maybe our sponsors only allow us 3.
Yeah, I'm Gear to Compete might want to, and ASICS might want us maximizing our footage. But folks, that's all we got. We will be coming to you early next week in some capacity with some kind of district duels preview once the bracket drops. The bracket's going to drop some point in time on Sunday. Make sure you're checking the website. The meeting's at noon. Who knows how long it might take? They might be ordering dinner to hatch that out, because it is going to get gritty arguing for those teams and those seeds. And it's all about getting that seed and putting yourself in the best position to get as far as you can in that winner's bracket.
All right,
Glenn. Thank you.
Good one.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Glad to have you.
See y'all soon.
Take care.